What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into best of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charge to the Game Sports Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rome. I'm here with Big Z and very special guest, the gentleman of the KTSE Sports Talk, host Justin P. and Maurice Savage joining us. Fellas, what's up, man? How you feeling, man? Happy New Year to you. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Z, for having us, man. Appreciate it, man.
Welcome.
Y'all guys be doing some big things, man. Y'all be doing some big things on y'all, man. Y'all, every time I turn around, y'all got an NFL legend on y'all joint, man. I be low key jealous, man. I be like, I need to get on that. But no, man, yeah, it's good to be on, man. Go ahead, Maurice. Yeah. You know, he gonna give you a whole storyline. That's Maurice. He's the talker.
What's good,
hey, man? Hey, man, that's what I do. Well, by the way, thank you guys. It's a pleasure. It's always good to meet new people in the podcast world. I can't wait till we work together again. This is gonna be something special tonight. You know, man, my man, Justin P. We just be rocking, and we ready for whatever's next.
That's what's up, bro. Like I said, to be honest, man, I'm happy. You know, we are actually gonna get this done because, like I said, I listened to the show hard, man, and I was telling you guys a little bit in chatting before we came on. I don't really listen to a lot of other sports podcasts, man. It's like you guys and a few others because it's the authenticness, it's the realness, it's the griminess, and just the overall real opinions. You're not trying to please nobody. You're telling your opinion of what it is, and that's how it should be. You know what I mean? You ain't trying to appease the mainstream media folks and anything like that. You just doing what you do, man. So it's a blessing to have you guys on. But welcome, everybody. So, like I said, if you're on the YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Leave some comments, man. And before we hop into some of the topics, because we've got a lot of them, we're going to be talking, recapping the NFL Divisional Playoff Round, AFC and NFC Championship Week. Guys, I wanted to give this time to highlight your show. So can you tell us, for the audience that doesn't know, a little bit about your sports podcast and what you guys do and what you guys talk about? Because like I said, I love it personally. But tell for the first time listeners what they getting a glimpse of when they listen to you guys' show.
Go ahead, Maurice. I'm gonna let you do the honors.
Well, for me, from my point of view, and I'm pretty sure Big Bro gonna agree with me. It's a lot of entertainment. You're gonna get some comedy in there, and then the main thing is you're gonna get nothing but facts. We're not one of those crew where we just gonna speak on opinions and not have no facts to come with it. Majority of the time when we speaking something, we speaking what actually happened, what's going on. I mean, we both like prime example. Shannon Sharp could see LeBron James struggling and still gonna ride this guy coattail. My man JP, he always going in on how bad OKC is playing right now. No matter how much he love him, he don't do the same thing with me.
Man, we
I love
fucking suck.
No matter
we
how good. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing for me.
I said the Magic belong in the D League somewhere. Seriously, shit.
Yeah,
you right.
Facts. And for me, I love Jason Tatum to death, but the Celtics look terrible. I wouldn't sit up there and say they championship bound. But more importantly, like I said, we're gonna give you some emotions. We're gonna give you some opinions, but at the end of the day, we're gonna leave you with the facts.
That's what's up,
fact, Jack.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. Like I said, that's all that people ask for. The main thing that I love, like I said, the authenticness, the realness, is because I've said it many a times before. We can have, you know, a lot of these NFL analysts, or I don't want to name guys, but some of these guys just don't like because it's so incredibly fake. Like any one of us could get up there and say a bunch of bullshit and argue a side on something that we don't even believe in, or trying to hype something up that's not even real. But like I said, you guys, like I said, one of the things I really respect is that it's real, it's authentic, and regardless of if it's good, bad, or ugly, you're gonna speak on it. So, man. So, like I said, everybody.
We talk about not to cut you off, Ron. We talk about other stuff too, music, fashion, current events, movies. You know, I know we got sports talk on that, but we talk about much other stuff too. So I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, like I said, just for everybody that doesn't know, there are a lot more diverse than us as far as that, because we just talk and everybody already knows we talk football, basketball, and sports betting. Everybody knows I hate the hell out of baseball. You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
Big
You got to find the angle. You can make some money in baseball.
Man.
Anywhere you can make some money is good with me.
Yeah. Like I said, we can talk it on the better angle, but yeah, I know baseball. It just puts me to sleep. If I could just, if I watch
good.
baseball,
It's good watching while you're there. When you're at the stadium, it's nothing like. But when you're home, you snoozing all by the end of the bottom of the sixth.
I'm telling you, man. But it is what it is. But hey, let's hop into this divisional action, man. Like I said, so much stuff to chat about. And Big Z, I don't know if you know, man. I know my man Justin P is a Ravens fan. Z, obviously, you're a Steelers fan.
Oh,
so yeah.
I be seeing y'all cover with that hat. So here you go with that goddamn yellow and black hat on, man. Well, that's my guy, though. You all right, man?
Yeah,
man. Shoot. Speaking of Ravens, I went to the last game when last Steelers game at Baltimore, and so when the Ravens did their tribute video to Ben, they showed 50 times Ben got sacked by everybody from Ray Lewis to T. Sizzle,
and they were like, Johnson. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
They were like, then they said, "Thank you, Ben." I was like, "Oh, the tribute."
Wow.
And then they had who was it? Terrell Suggs was the
with the bank. Yeah,
that shit was hard.
Yeah.
And so that was their way of tribute. They're like the Raven way. Great career, congratulations, Ben, from the Ravens. They show all the sacks. I was cracking up laughing. It was hilarious.
No, now to bust his nose and all that, he still beat us. I'm like, God damn.
Big Ben, man. Let's hop into this playoff action, man. So let's start off, fellas. So obviously, divisional playoff action was last week. Man,
brutal from a gambling perspective.
From a gambling perspective,
the house took the money.
It took all the money and ran. So starting off with the Saturday action. Saturday action was lit all the way through. The Bengals were on the road in Tennessee, and ultimately won. Okay,
unbelievable.
Joe Burrow. So, fellas, how you feeling about this one, man? Like, how you guys feeling about this game?
Oh, it was brutal.
You want to go first, bro?
I'll just say, first play of the game, interception, Tannehill. First to 3. That was the sign of this is not going to be a good day.
Yeah.
And, I mean, how can you have 9 sacks in a game and lose? That's ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sitting there looking at the game like, well, first for one, my man King Henry was in the building. I was sitting there hyped because Derrick Henry is one of my favorite players. For one, I was happy that he came back because everybody was on Jonathan Taylor. I love Jonathan Taylor. I knew he was in for a breakout season. It just seemed like they forgot about who the real dude is, King Henry, all day. But my man came back with the broken foot, screws in it and all. And then for Ryan Tannehill, literally on the first fucking play of the game, for you to throw a pick, it was going to be that type of game for me, man. I mean, from there on
that Titans defense did everything they could, man. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, god damn.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at the defense. Yeah, the defense sitting there. You know, they sacked my man 9 times, applying major pressure. Jeffrey
picked him off and all that. Like, I mean, like it's like they couldn't play no better.
Literally, he didn't read the defense on the first play of the game. The very first play of the game, they play in zone. He's thinking it's a man coverage and throws the pick. And I'm like, uh-oh.
They should have ran the ball anyway. I get it. You wanted to try to catch him sleeping, but you should have ran the ball.
There you go. They tried to do some new age type of.
They figure, they're gonna try to load up, stop the run. We can catch him napping. That's what it was, and then bit him in the ass.
It did, you know.
Should just ran the football.
Well, for me, you already know where I'm about to go with this at JP. To me, I don't care about the coaching. I don't care about the defense. This game was all on Ryan Tannehill. It's just that simple. First of all, I say this all the time. Ryan Tannehill and Cam Newton, you should be getting IQ passing yards and IQ touchdowns right now. It's no reason that you're getting older in the game and you're not producing like what Randall Cobb was doing. I mean, what Randall Cunningham was doing back in the day, what Brad Johnson was able to do back in the day. These guys rejuvenated their careers going at the end because they developed and learned the game. And it's just shocking me that Cam Newton barely throwing 100 yards. And then Ryan Tannehill, you clearly have a Super Bowl team right there in your hands. Right there in your hands. You got the top running back, Alabama all day. You already know. And then to top it off, you get another Alabama, Julio Jones. And then you got A.J. Brown. who's definitely by far to me top 5. I just saw the other day that he's the second wide receiver in all time in Titans history to have 800 yards more every year. So what I'm saying is you got those guys, and to me, this is what you did that blew my mind. You threw a great pass to AJ Brown to get him back in the game. You go here, got the game on the line, and you pass it to Humphreys. Are you crazy? I'm lost here. You got 2 of those guys who's consistently go over 1,000 yards. We know Julio is a Hall of Famer is coming, and you just blow it away. And here you go again. You barely throwing for 200 yards. It should be a shame. It should be a shame. That's all I gotta say. I'm mad. That was my Super Bowl pick. Titans versus the Rams.
Yeah, Titans and Rams, the rematch of the '99 Super Bowl.
Okay, nice, bro. Like, I'm sitting there looking at it. You hit the nail on the head. Well, Jay, you did too, man. Like, I'm sitting there checking this game out. How do you sack my man 9 times, and you can't even muster up? And the thing is, they was getting 3 and outs. They was giving Joe Burrow real hell. Like, he didn't have a great game. He had an efficient game. But, I mean, he was under immense pressure. Jamar Chase went off. I'm not going to discredit the Bengals because, I mean, I know a lot of people, like, man, stop hating on the Bengals and shit like that. Like, I get it. Like, you guys are solid. I got you guys going down this week, but that's another, we're going to get into that later. But, I mean, I'll give credit where it's due. The Bengals came out. They played hard. But, Ryan Tannehill, man, I mean, I ain't going to lie to you. Like you said, Maurice, I mean, and Jay, I put this loss on Ryan fucking Tannehill. My motherfucker sucks. All you had to do is be average at best. if I had to give my man a grade, I had to give him an F minus. Bro,
I think if they had Mariota, they win that game by 2 touchdowns.
Oh yeah, and then the coaching was horrible. I mean, when they went went 3rd down, and then they ran the option, and then 4th down they handed it to Henry. He couldn't get a yard. I mean, that sequence was horrible.
Then he got the shit popped in the air and picked and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this NFL? I'm like, what's this NFL bloopers and shit?
When they had Foreman came in the game, had the 60-yard run, and then the next play, Tannehill throws a pick to Mike Hilton in the flat. I'm just like, are you kidding me?
He popped the shit in the air like he's playing volleyball.
Oh my God. Dude just had a 63-yard run. You're in scoring position, and the next play they throw a pick.
Right, that was just, I ain't understand that at all.
He should have played more too. They were feeding Henry so much. That backup, every time he came in, they give him
to Foreman.
He was popping it.
Foreman was fresh. People forget he was a beast at Texas before he bust that knee up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you're right, man. I think with Henry coming back, I mean, like I said, he came back. He wanted to play. He gave it what he had. But for him to come back and have a horrible performance when his starting QB like that, man, how he threw one touchdown. He threw for 220 yards and 3 picks, brother. And you were sacked 7 times. Like, come on, you can't do that in the playoff game, and you're at home. It's not like you got crowd noise.
It was 9 sacks. They ended up with 9.
Yeah.
Tennessee had 9 sacks.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, all I had to say, man, is again, maybe they need to start looking to a future quarterback because. They about to waste a dynasty almost. I mean, and I'm not necessarily saying dynasty as far as you're going to win a bunch of championships, but if you keep a good core of guys together for about 5 to 6 years, you could build something, maybe get 1 championship. If brotherhood comes together, chemistry comes together. And I think Ryan Tannehill was messing up. So I think somehow if you can find somebody in the draft, or I mean, hell, I'm not saying, but if the 49ers was to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, I would trust him more over there.
I would trust him more.
That's just me.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, if I'm the Tennessee Titans,
I could see that possibly happen. That can,
Yeah, I like Jimmy G. Or just if I'm the Tennessee Titans, you on the phone trying to get a quarterback, man. You gotta find somebody,
something. Because that was just despicable, right?
See, they have a lot of money though tied up with Tannehill, so they gave him a huge contract.
They got buyer's remorse right now, so they got to find a way how to get out of that.
Yeah, they got to find some type of way because the thing is they got to. People were on hard on the Titans. I don't want to spend too long because I do want to talk about Cincinnati because, like I said, I don't want to discredit them. But I mean, I'm sitting there looking at the Titans. Everybody was sitting there talking about how bad the Titans defense is. The DB suck. This sucks. The D line they can't get no pressure. Titans defense. I was telling people all year.
Nah, the Titans defense is ranked 10th in the league. What the hell are they talking about?
No, but I'm just saying, like last season, like people saying, "Oh, they suck." You know what I mean? But I'm saying, like last year, they were a little spotty, but this year they was beasting.
Yeah,
And
they wouldn't got Bud Dupree. They wouldn't got Caleb Farley. They wouldn't got Janoris Jack Rabbit Jenkins. They got some pieces to the defense.
They're stuck with Tannehill. If they release him this year, they got to pay him $57.4 million.
Oh my!
So they're stuck with him for at least 2 more years. They can't get out of that contract.
Oh, buddy.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, like I said, I respect Cincinnati before we talk a little bit about on that side. But I mean, this is more of a Titans loss than a Cincinnati win to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Even anybody with 2 fucking eyes can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, the same way he started the game, the pick at the end leading to the field goal.
Then Mike Vrabel going for 2. I said, what the fuck he hit talking to Harbaugh or something?
That was insane. That was
extra point. You up by 1 point. You up by 1 in that situation. You running up the clock.
Right. You know? I mean, as far as the Bengals,
analytics.
Yeah, analytics kind of fucks up the game, man. And like you said, Maurice, you a Ravens fan too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I mean, y'all kind of saw firsthand. I mean, if you guys you guys had like 4 games lost by 1 point
every week. 2019, 2019.
Man, him basically venting every Sunday we saying that dumb shit, yo. We like, bro, this shit, he tripping, yo.
I felt like the Ravens were just trying to stay in games and just not, instead of winning them, just stay in it, give you some entertainment.
Basically.
Yeah, man.
And the crazy thing was the last game, they didn't go for 2 at all. When they played the Steelers, they started kicking field goals and going for 1 every time.
They just wanted to beat y'all.
I'm sitting there like they went for 2 every game, and in the most important game, he turned into the most conservative coach imaginable the last game.
It's weird, man.
He must got that
entertainment.
And Cincy, you do whatever you can to beat the Steelers. But I mean, as far as the Bengals, man, I mean, how you guys feel about that? Like I said, I don't want to discredit them. I know they're in your guys' division. I mean, obviously, Z's a Steelers fan. For everybody doesn't know.
If y'all don't mind, I would like to go first on this one. And this one,
okay, let's go. The floor is yours.
Floor is yours.
Long time. I even been getting in trouble with Big Bro about this. I've been saying it. Lamar Jackson, you better watch your back, because excuse my language, Joe Burrow on your ass. It's just that simple. Sir. It went from Lamar Jackson being the top tier, where it was.
I guess he froze.
He froze on. But he'll come back in.
But he's on point. Joe Burrow is special. I mean, the problem for Cincinnati is that offensive line. I mean, they can't.
back. Go ahead, Maurice.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my fault, fellas. But again, like I'm saying,
put your phone on Do Not Disturb, man. I keep telling you that, yo.
I thought, I think it's.
I tell them that all the time. When you record, put that on Do Not Disturb.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
But as I was saying, Lamar Jackson was top tier. Nobody was even close, and then Joe Burrow just come out of nowhere. I think they got something going on. Them in Miami, far as hooking them up, the combo from being in college together, wide receiver and quarterback, and then bringing them back. They're doing the same thing in Philly. The Dolphins doing it with Tua and Jalen Waddle, and then right here with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. They looking very unstoppable. They looking better than Carson Palmer and Chad Ochocinco. And then you got those backup guys. You got Higgins coming in making big plays. And then, of course, Mixon, he's unstoppable at the running back. He doesn't get talked about enough because we just live, I say, recency bias. Whoever's doing good, having the best year, all of a sudden he's the best running back. And we just forget about who was doing what they was doing. But overall, I got to give the Bengals credit what they was doing. They did not let Derrick Henry beat them. And they said, we're going to put this on Ryan Tannehill. And Ryan Tannehill had the chance, but you got to give credit what them do. Them DBs was playing their butts off. They had interceptions. They was getting pressure as well. Good way to stop the run. Just got to do better next time, Titans. But good win by the Bengals. It might come to a stop this weekend.
I agree, man. Justin, you want to go, bro?
Joe Blow, definitely that guy, man. Like I say, we all saw last year before he tore his ACL or whatever against Washington, that he was where he had that team fighting on the cusp of a playoff spot, because they were like 3-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Then they had tied with Philly. You know, they could have won that game. He was in a couple games where they should have won. Right. Only game they really lost bad with him last year was with us, his first game. You know, us against a rookie quarterback, we're going to always have the upper hand. And we blitzed him like crazy. He got sacked like 7 times that game.
He did.
Now, like I said, then fast forward to the offseason, you go get his right-hand man, his receiver. Everybody saying they should have took the tackle. All right, whatever. I love Penei Sewell, but he's over. Listen, I love me and Maurice talking about that. I love Sewell. He over in Detroit blocking his ass off, and they win in 3 games.
Yeah.
It's like
No, their issue is going to be that offensive line. I mean, because
but
if you go back,
listen, hold on. Even if you take him, it's still 4 other guys that got to block.
Well, yeah.
Right.
They got issues.
He can't block everybody by himself. So I'm saying, so why not get a guy that can help you immediately?
Right. They has
And
chemistry.
you got rapport with your quarterback. Yeah, you can mask up protection. You can max protect. You can chip. You can throw screens. You can get rid of it quick. 1, 2, 3 steps. There's ways you can cover that up. But if your receiving core not getting open, it's going to get exposed.
Right, and they got themselves a playmaker. And I mean, Jamar Chase, man.
You don't pass on that, man. You can find like some okay linemen in the second and third, but a talent like that comes like every other 5 years.
Yes, from Kansas City's perspective, I mean, the first time they played man coverage, single up on Jamar Chase, and he destroyed him.
They better learn the lesson.
They need to make some adjustments.
Shit,
that didn't work.
Gabriel Davis killed them too, so it was like
that doesn't work. From the other side though, that offensive line, Kansas City now adding Melvin Ingram, they'll put pressure. So that's going to be the matchup. Can the receiver win the one-on-one matchup before the pressure gets to Joe? Yeah, and that's where the game is going to be decided.
Yeah, and when we get to that game, man, we'll break that one down. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When we get to that game, the Chiefs better not sleep because the Bengals offense they're not as Kansas City like, but they can keep up. But now the Bengals defense is way better than the Chiefs defense. The Bengals can really, as we saw. I mean, we're gonna get to the Bills game. You can really run it up on the Chiefs defense. We don't even know if Tyrann Mathieu is gonna play.
I think they say he should clear protocol by tomorrow. So I think he going to play. He not going to miss this game. He not going to miss this game
because that dude Sorensen who replaced him. Straight trash.
He's only on the team because he's a good special teamer and all that. So that's the only reason why he's there.
Because he made Gabriel Davis a household name. The world knows who he is now.
Yeah. That's for sure. Let's move on to this next game, fellas. So, I mean, that was the early game. Now, the late game, oh, my God. The 49ers on the road in Green Bay, cold weather, West Coast team, sunshine, coming to this snowy-ass Lambeau Field and coming out on top, dog. Like, Aaron Rodgers, the great Aaron Rodgers.
I'll go first on this game. Since
let's go.
Last game. That's the same thing what you said. The Packers lost the game. I mean, San Fran, they did enough to survive, but Garoppolo yet to throw a touchdown pass in the playoffs in 2 weeks. So that should tell you right there, like
2-0.
Yeah. Literally, he had like 200, like I'm gonna say probably like 270 yards passing, 2 interceptions, no touchdown.
Nothing.
They won off a special team, literally. A block field goal to stop Green Bay from getting 3 and a block punt for a touchdown. That's how the game was won. That's how the game was
It's been crazy. Garoppolo under passing has been a great bet. That's cashed 2 weeks in a row. Under and passing yards both games. So
then, like I said, and then the second half, once Devontae Adams got doubled, because that's what D'Amico Ryans basically said, I'm taking him out the game. Nobody else could consistently get open. Like the leading receiver was Aaron Jones. Like for Christ's sakes, he had a 75-yard catch. Like that was so. I now see where Aaron Rodgers is coming from. Man, I got to get me some other targets besides 17. Like
there you go. How you feeling about it, Maurice? What was your opinion
on? Well, to me, first of all, I got to stick up for my guy Aaron Rodgers. You had a lot of people on his back talking about he can't get over the hump. They're acting like this 49ers team is not a good team. Every year that he went against the 49ers, this wasn't no slouch. Those defenses was coming at him hard every year since he's been playing against them. And again, he asked for help. You guys slap in the face with a quarterback. He asked for help. He told you from the beginning, right before the season started, I could beat the 49ers. Just give me somebody else besides Devontae. I mean, and I get tired of looking at Packers stats every time you watch the game. You got about 5 wide receivers getting about 20 plays a game. But only Devontae Adams has 5 catches, and everybody else got 1 here and there, and it's only for about 3 to 5 yards, maybe a 15-yarder by Allen Lazard. And then it's only so much they could do with the running game with Aaron Jones. To me, I kind of don't like him. He's good, I kind of don't like him because he kind of small like Ed McCaffrey, guys who stay hurt. I think he's gonna be on a good run, but I mean I think he could come around, get hurt, with somebody get him with a good hit. But I mean that's not going to work for you all the time. Just Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. The defense did whatever it could do. I mean, what could you say? They didn't score any touchdowns. I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. And you can't blame Aaron Rodgers for special teams because he doesn't play special teams. He didn't get you know what I'm saying? He didn't get his punt block. He didn't get his field goal block. So he did what he had to do. I wish it was a little bit more. And I did. The only critique I'll say is I felt like Aaron Rodgers was at the end of the game was like, I'm about to win this game 10-3. I'm gonna leave it as that. So he didn't try to put anything extra out there. He didn't try to get down the field the right way because you're Aaron freaking Rodgers. You're supposed to win that game 17-3. We're supposed to be talking about shooting next week, but we're not.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, in great analysis, all of you guys on there. My short and skinny on it, man, is I'm sitting there looking at this game. Like you said, they go up early, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, you know, I ain't really worrying, but 49ers coming back. West Coast team, sunshine, it's cold out there. I'm thinking the cold getting to them. And then the Green Bay didn't make any adjustment. You can kind of see the tide turn going. Green Bay going 3 and out. Green Bay getting a little bit complacent in the play calling. Like you said with Aaron Jones, I don't really necessarily like him as a actually between the tackles running back, and I think that's one of the reasons why they got A.J. Dillon. I honestly think they should have ran A.J. Dillon more and used him more, and I think they ultimately will. But yeah, when you look at this Packers offense, some of what you guys were saying, I've been saying all year long, he needs to get the hell out of Green Bay. He needs to go to a team that respects and puts the pieces around, like Tom Brady. Like, look at the Bucs. He was like, fuck, New England, he's been winning with fucking Wells Welker and all of these bum-ass dudes on the outside. He had Hall of Fame tight ends now. Aaron Hernandez was a dog.
And it's crazy when he had Moss, and we had Moss, not to cut you off, Ron, when he had Moss, that's when he lost.
See, there you go. And the thing
18-0, and then lost ultimate game. Like, like
that was one of the most explosive offenses in NFL history with him and Moss. I think they broke the touchdown record. When you give Tom Brady or just an elite quarterback a solid weapon, look what he's doing with Devontae Adams. But I mean, Adams is doing this in double and sometimes triple coverage, and what he does is amazing. You still can't stop. And then I'm sitting there looking at the goddamn stats, bro. Devontae Adams had 9 receptions for 90 yards. Okay, he on double and triple coverage. Yes, it was triple coverage. And then Aaron Jones, like you said, had can't remember who said he had a 75 long yard catch.
Long pass.
He had 129 yards, 9 receptions. And then check out these are his receivers. Alan Lazard, a free agent guy, 1 reception, 6 fucking yards. Mercedes Lewis, the guy who fumbled, caught 1 pass. Didn't he fumble? He fumbled.
He got
shifted momentum in the game.
Yeah, Ward punched it out. That was a big play.
1 catch, 1 fumble. No other receiver caught the ball. Was it Marquez Valdez?
He ain't even played. He ain't played. He's hurt.
Oh yeah, okay, my bad.
Maybe that's why MVS was hurt.
Okay, so yeah, motherfucker. I mean, there was nobody else. He has nobody to throw the ball to.
I mean, and he only trusts
Adams.
Yeah, that's it.
He trusts him
the ball.
He trusts him, and he trusts Robert Tonyan, who's hurt.
Tonyan, good point. Yeah, Ty forgot Tonyan was hurt.
He used to trust Randall Cobb, but I guess he got too fucking old now.
He's too old.
The craziest stat though, he's now 0-4 in the playoffs versus San Francisco. And he's from San Francisco.
Yeah, Santa Clara. You're right, Santa Clara. That's what y'all all know the story. That's why he was so mad when they passed on for Alex Smith. He's still mad about that to this day.
Yeah. I mean,
they kept showing the interview. He's like, I'm gonna destroy him for the rest of my career, and they gonna be paying for it until I retire. They are 4-0 versus him in
the
postseason. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna take more than 40 on the 49ers side. 49ers is a bad. I've been saying it all season. 49ers is a bad matchup for anybody. Anybody, like they just that's the NFL brand of football that people used to play.
They remind me of the 07 Giants.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that rough, rugged, they run the fucking ball, they make plays to keep the chains moving.
Pass rush and get after you.
Yeah, I mean,
they remind me of the 2007 Giants.
Bro, but like Deebo Samuel is amazing, and he, like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
how does one? It looked like a high school game. Like you just one athlete that's way better than everybody else, out there on the field. So, man.
Well, for me, what I would say is this: if you're watching these 49ers games, you should be able to lock in on Deebo Samuel. I mean, right now, it looks like he's the only player on that team. George Kittle, to me, he not looking the same. He making plays, but he not looking the same. It look like defense is starting to lock onto him and know that he's the threat down the field and he's the main guy to pass it to. And one thing I will say, it's amazing what the 49ers doing for us with the running game, because not only just Deebo Samuel, whoever they've been putting back there this year has been getting over 100 yards. Even Elijah, Maurice, Mostert, excuse me, whoever they put back there is always going over 100 yards rushing. So I got to give credit where it's due on the running game. But as I said before when I was talking about Aaron Rodgers at Green Bay, you got the 49ers defense is nasty. It's scary. If they was to have a rematch against the Chiefs, it would be scary because I think they'd be on them. Patrick Mahomes, he looked like he's trying to be the next Tom Brady, but he ain't giving me that enough fight yet, that enough power with your feet. I don't see that yet because what you mean when you say So I can get.
You just see 13 fucking seconds. The boy just come on.
This is what I mean.
We do this all the time, though. We do this all the time. We yin and yang.
If he was to play the 49ers in the Super Bowl, the 49ers going to win. That's what I'm saying.
No, they not. That's what I'm saying. Because fucking Garoppolo when he throw for over 100 yards, so how the fuck they gonna score?
Garoppolo's horrible. I cannot believe they keep winning with him.
The Chiefs' defense is trash.
But if Mahomes get up 2 touchdowns, you ain't gonna be able to run the football
what I'm
like
saying
that.
is the Chiefs' defense is the most trash defense that probably was in the entire playoffs.
You're right.
You think that's
I wouldn't say that, but it's not that good. I wouldn't say it's the worst, but it's definitely like
there is some shit. They might be the worst. Though.
Thank you.
On the back end, they can put pressure up front, but they're back, especially without Matthew. As soon as he left the game and that Sorensen came in, I was like, oh my gosh, who is this dude? Who is this dude?
But the Chiefs defense
they had a gunner trying to cover their receiver.
Wow. Look at that. Wow.
Right. You know what I mean? And I hate to be that, but the slow ass white guy. You know,
you gotta tell her how it is. You gotta tell her how it is.
I mean, like I said, Justin, like me and you know each other from the Madden. Like, what is my man, like 82 speed on Madden? Like
something like that, yeah.
You put him on linebacker or some shit. But,
and Josh Allen kept going at him and going at him and going at him. I was like, oh my God, this dude.
You see how Juan Thornhill was cussing him out? Juan Thornhill like, yo, what the fuck you got deep there, yo? Juan Thornhill like, you got deep fucking there. You making us look bad on here.
That's why I say what I'm saying. Technically, the Bills were supposed to win that game. It's just that Patrick Mahomes.
I ain't gonna lie, they should have done. I ain't gonna lie, they should. I ain't gonna hold you. Josh Allen played outside his body. I ain't gonna lie to you. My cousin a Bills fan. He hurt about that shit.
I mean, 13 seconds is crazy.
He is hurt. He's mad as shit about that shit.
Yeah, but to close out with the whole Niners shit, they're gonna play the Rams, a team that they beat twice. My neighbors is
and that's the thing. And that's the thing. That's the thing right there. I like Stafford.
They spanked their ass twice, man.
But I ain't gonna lie. Up front, the Niners front four dominates the Rams.
That's what I'm saying.
Offensive line every game. They beat them 4 in a row.
That's the only
every
way
time they beat them up front. They just beat
That's
up.
That's the only way they can win. Because we all saw the Rams. The Rams is very finesse. They got the shine. They got Odell. They got Cooper Kupp. But if you got time to pass the motherfuckers the ball, ain't nothing you can do. And Bucks fans, that's the next game on tap. And we found out the hard way what happened. The Bucks, they were at home Sunday game, the early game. Bucks were all at home. The LA Rams came to town. I knew it was a bad match. I've been saying it all year long. And this makes it a clean sweep. And anybody that listens to the show knows. I said, who's a bad matchup for the Bucks, regardless of how trash they are? Washington, the Saints, the Rams. We didn't get a chance to play the 49ers. If we play the 49ers, we'll get fucked up too. And that's ultimately what happened, man.
I don't know what it is with y'all and the Saints. Even back in the first Super Bowl year, they swept y'all. I'm like, the fuck is it?
It's the D-line. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
it's
Saints
any type of D-line. If you got dogs on that D-line, it don't even. The thing is, if Tristan Wirfs played, he probably would have a better chance. It would still be difficult because you got it will be a lot closer. We wouldn't have got blown out. We don't know how it would have transpired, but any type of defensive line in Tom, because Tom looks. Watch Tom get scared as shit when people get close to him. He'll throw that motherfucker away.
I'm glad you wasn't biased enough to not say that. He gets petrified. He gets petrified.
Right. You know how he was talking in the media, talking about, his kids and his wife. That's why. Because when them big motherfuckers like wood to you, it's football, man.
And plus, any defensive player, anytime they get a chance to hit the goal, they're gonna make it count.
Oh, they're gonna make it count, man, and they sure did. My man came out there, Tom Brady. Like I said, I'm a Bucs fan. Everybody knows Bucs fans went down the hard way, but Tom Brady out there, I think, early in the game, I think someone might hit him in his lip. He started bleeding.
And personal foul. He got a personal foul.
The thing is, that was, as a Bucs fan, that was not a foul, and I'm happy the ref didn't throw a flag. It wasn't a foul, Tom.
It's football. It's football, Tom.
It's football. But that wasn't.
Tom got his first ever unsportsmanlike conduct.
Wow. Yeah, he let him have it too.
He deserved it.
After on last week, he was on the radio and said, "I probably talk too." They asked him, "Is there anything you feel like you get away with?" He's like, "Yeah, I probably talk too much to the refs, and they let me get away with it. I've never gotten a penalty." The very next week, he got a flag.
Too. Listen,
I said, okay, it's about to snow.
Yeah, man. I'm about to leave it to y'all. So, Justin P. Maurice, man, like I said, before I give my, short and skinny on the game, I'm going to give y'all, the floor. What was your opinion on this game? Because I think y'all both called both the Rams winning. I know Maurice did, but I always kind of think Maurice kind of hate my Bucs, though. I think he kind of, you know what I mean? But
this what I say about.
Well, not Maurice. My bad, Justin. I'm tripping.
Yeah. Because I'm giving credit where it's due.
I ain't got nothing against Tampa Bay.
You hate Tom Brady.
I'm just tired of Tom Brady. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I just wish that old fucker go about his business somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, for me, Tom Brady, I think it's about to be like this last year. I think he got one more year in him. I feel like they could have won this game. To me, I feel like they could have beat the Rams if AB would have played or if Godwin wasn't hurt. I felt this like
that's a fair point.
Yeah, I felt like I love the Rams. I really do. And that was my Super Bowl pick. But I don't think they had enough DBs to cover that wide receiver talent. And then Tom being Tom doing what he can do, I don't think so. And then let's not forget Leonard Fournette. He scores a touchdown in every playoff game he seems to be in. So their defense did enough. I disagree with Skip Bayless when I heard him say if he would have won this game, it would have been the greatest comeback of all time in Tom's career. Nowhere near is that compared to Atlanta Falcons. Are you serious? That's a ring.
Was cool.
That's a ring. But I got to give credit where it's due. Like I said, I picked the Rams. Odell has been on fire since he got there. Cooper Kupp cannot be stopped. If you was watching the game, well, I'm pretty sure I know you guys was. He had 100 yards in the first half. Do you know how hard that is to do? He's supposed to
not full game first half.
Yeah, he's supposed to finish the game with 200. He got the key play that was right there done when it needed to be done. And I don't mean to bring up Ryan Tannehill again, but did you see what Patrick Mahomes did? He got his ball to his number one guy. Did you see what Tom Brady did when he threw that pass to Mike Evans and burned Jalen Ramsey? Did you just see what Matt Stafford did with Cooper Kupp? Ryan Tannehill, wake up. I don't mean to get on your case, but wake up. But again, that Rams defense, unstoppable. Those corners did what they're supposed to do. Eric Weddle is good. Eric Weddle, excuse me. I'm just glad to see that guy back. He might get a ring. But this is my pick, so I'm happy. And no turnovers by Matt Stafford. And don't blow it next week, man. It's right there for you.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I didn't think the Rams would jump out as much as they did, but I knew it would be like a tough matchup. Like I said, no Tristan Wirfs and all that. Then you got to block Von Miller and Leonard Floyd and Aaron Donald and Phillip and the guy Gaines. So Stafford he showed up, man. Outside a couple fumbles by Cam Akers, man, they dominated the game.
They did.
They tried to give it away. They really did. They tried to give it away. They tried to give it away. It was like they both was playing hot potato with the ball. Hey, you from?
Hot potato.
But then McVay said, enough with the dumb shit. We're gonna go win it. Then I don't know what Todd Bowles was thinking with that.
absolutely brutal.
Oh, that might have cost them a head coaching job right there.
It probably
right
did.
there.
I said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, brother. I mean, I'm all for
his
the
eyes
brothers
got big as a fucking dope face and a bunch of fentanyl on the ground.
But no, hey, the thing is, I mean, Tom, you hit the nail on the head. Both of y'all did. Like, I'm sitting there, man. Me and you was watching the game, man, and we could. I mean, early, I can't believe that the Bucks let them get out to a lead like that at home. Like, you shut out the crowd, no crowd noise throughout the whole game. The Bucks were down like 27-3 or some shit. I'm like, they're not coming back, man. And then you get a little bit momentum, start running the ball. Tom start making plays. Tom throws a bomb down the field to Mike Evans, gets in the end zone. Leonard Fournette ultimately ties the game up. I mean, turnovers on defense. You do all of that, and you come up and lose that way. But now, I will say this. The beginning of the game, they came out real flat. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting there checking this out like, I mean, now that first touchdown was the Cooper Kupp. They was running cover 2. Carlton Davis passed it off to the safety, who was Mike Edwards. And I don't know what the hell happened. That was just two busted coverages really cost you the game. That when you playing cover 2, the safety gets mixed up and you score a touchdown that way. And then ultimately at the end of the game, you send Todd Bowles, you as our defensive coordinator, come out and run an all-out blitz with the game tied. Like, what are you doing? What are you expecting to do there? Like,
he sent the nickel. He sent the nickel. Like Stafford looking right at him. Like, okay,
having safety
check hot. Yeah.
Did you see Stafford call that the love of the game route because he never gets the pass? Just go out and run deep. For the first time ever, it's wide open. He's on the safety. He's like, wow, that was the love of the game route.
You know how they pan the camera? Like, I was like, oh shit, we bombed it. I was like, who the fuck is he throwing it to? And I see Cooper. Remember, I was hoping it was somebody else. I was praying it was anybody. And I see Cooper Kupp. Oh, I'm like, that's a catch and they won. That's a catch and they won. I mean, and he catches the ball. Like I said, I'm not gonna blame my man Antoine Winfield Jr. because I do tag him in. You know, I don't know.
He was put in a bad. He was put in a bad position though.
He was put in a bad spot.
And then half the defense wasn't running the right. They weren't running the right call
like that.
Yeah,
because only half of them blitzed and half of them didn't. So everybody didn't get the right call on defense. So was that they didn't
said
get
the call
wasn't
communicated. They did say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So half of them are running the fire blitz, and the other half are running a zone. Cover 2.
Basically a sugar bluff zone is what they call it. You're just getting in the way.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna take nothing from the Rams, man. Like I said, I knew it was a bad matchup. Rams, you know, I know I shared a little shit in your groups and stuff like that. I mean, the better team won. Ain't no ands if buts about it. You guys are moving on.
Hey man, y'all won the Super Bowl. Y'all won the Super Bowl last year. So
man, I wanted to brag some more, man. Now I'm sitting there watching the game. Motherfuckers texting me. I ain't heard from in a long time. Hey, see, I told you. You know what I mean? This and that. But I mean, the Rams moving on. I'm just happy that Odell Beckham, man, that he's shining because that motherfucker Baker, he's in y'all division. That motherfucker sucks. I'm telling you, he is some shit.
Out of 32 quarterbacks, I would put him probably like at 22.
Right?
Okay,
I'll put him at 22.
Yeah, and he might be worse. He might be 22 or worse. This is the thing. This is a guy, dog, that they had saying that Odell is the problem. Baker Mayfield's great or whatever, some shit. He's the franchise quarterback. They were ready to throw Odell out of the league and pretty much make him a free agent, saying he can't play. This is how bad Baker Mayfield is. I'm just happy Odell's shining.
You saying the clips his father posted, so
right. See, I mean, that helped a lot because I mean Odell, I mean, he's still elite. You know what I mean? People like Odell, people like Antonio Brown, as much as I hate Antonio Brown right now, them motherfuckers, you can't stop them. They're always gonna get open. They're great route runners. They're gonna find a way to get open, man. But
Cooper Kupp, that's all he does is run great routes, and he's always open.
Yeah.
Let's get to this this last game, man, and then we'll get to the closeout with the games for this week. This was a game, man. The Bills came into Kansas City, man. Oh my gosh, that was the game right there. So I mean, I don't know who want to start this one off, but who want to start this one off, man?
You good,
for me, what I say is Josh Allen, you should have won MVP last year in my book. People didn't pay attention to your numbers at all. They just looked at what everybody else was doing because, like I said, people live in recency bias. You could be having a couple good careers, a couple good years, but people just gonna go with who's doing it right now. But Josh Allen, you doing it right now, so they can't ignore you. I feel as though your defense let you down. Period. It was 13 seconds left. I don't care if they had 3 timeouts or 2 timeouts. You wasn't supposed to let that happen, just like that. Period. You knew who Patrick Mahomes was going to. He goes to the same guys every time. You rarely see him pass it to his other weapons. But to me, I felt like Josh Allen is the man. He's gonna do what Jim Kelly didn't do. Not to speak bad about Jim Kelly, because that's hard to do 4 Super Bowls. But I think Josh Allen gonna get him one, maybe 2. But I think he's gonna get him one right now. I think he's above all the quarterbacks in his division, and I think his team is definitely better than all the other teams in his division. So he should be a division champ for a couple years. Easy walk to get into the playoffs. But I just felt like this game right here, it was purely on the defense. I mean, that defense has talent out there. They got DBs in the sky back there. So I felt like they should have picked off Patrick Mahomes a couple times and like cut the game out. I was expecting the Bills to probably even go to the Super Bowl just because of their defense having those, I call those safeties back there baby Ed Reeds. Both of those guys did picks. Serious. George, Poor and Micah Hyde. They be all over the place. I mean, did you see that?
Both all pro, the 2 all pro safeties.
Did you see the interception that he had against the Patriots? I mean, that was
caught that motherfucker. Right.
But good job by the Chiefs. But I mean, I feel as though that the Bills defense really blew this one. And then mind you now, he did all this and Stephon Diggs didn't even have a good game.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really. They strapped him up. Strapped him up, man. I mean, he was facing he was taking double coverage. You know what I mean? I did see they shade the coverage to his side. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons why Gabriel Davis went off. My man had 4 touchdowns. I'm mad I didn't bet the Gabriel Davis touchdown prop, dog. I'd be rich. Like I probably would have put like $200 or $300 on that. That would have got me a few thousand. I mean, to his prop, I mean, it would have been just crazy. But Justin, how you feel about that game, man? I mean, who did you pick in that game ultimately?
The Chiefs.
You picked the Chiefs in that one?
Yeah, I knew. I had the game was in Buffalo. I would have went with the Bills, but I just knew for some. It's just hard to play in Arrowhead, so that's what I said. I said 41-38. So basically the same score, 42-36. So I was basically right on point. I said both of these quarterbacks gonna put up points. Didn't I say that, Maurice? I said both of them put up points.
Exactly.
I said you got 2 of the best young gunners. I said it's gonna come down who either get the ball last or get the ball first in overtime, or who makes that one stop. And so happened it came out. Mahomes won the coin toss and marched downfield, the number 1 defense in the league, and scored.
I mean, the Buffalo coach is 13 seconds. You got to squib kick it, run down.
Anything that takes some time off.
Take it down to 8 seconds. I mean, he literally went 80 yards in 13 seconds. It took Dak 14 seconds to run 10 yards on the last one.
They get mad at the official because you ain't get down quick enough. Fuck.
Man,
I mean, that's crazy if you think about it. They went 80 yards in 13 seconds.
That's some mad shit.
Yeah, it is. We were sitting there watching the game, like when my man throws like Josh Allen. First of all, Josh Allen has a cannon. I can't remember who he threw the ball to. When that motherfucker threw the ball, I think it was Gabriel Davis.
Yeah,
he launched that motherfucker like 70 something like. I heard this shit from the fucking TV, but he went off. He's amazing. But Patrick Mahomes, bro, stop it, man. Like you never see no
ice in his veins, man. Like
yes, no, how do you do?
He
this?
basically said, "I want to talk about Joe Burrow and Josh Allen and this quarterback and Herbert." I'm still that guy.
Right, he's like, you must have forgot who I am, nigga. I'm Showtime. They call him what?
Did
Showtime
you see
Mahomes?
the mic'd up from that game with the players mic'd up and the conversations with that last 13 seconds? He's with Andy Reid, and Andy Reid looks at Mahomes and said, "When the times are grim, you're my Grim Reaper. Let's go."
He let him know, man. And the thing is, my man Tyreek Hill, when he hit that shit, that little slant, and then he took off, and he hit the little. Hey, I was like, yo.
He might be the fastest player to ever step in the NFL.
Yes, dog. Like that man is incredibly fast. Like, how do you?
They don't call him a cheater for no reason.
Yeah, bro. Like, how do you sprint by niggas and then hit the peace sign again? You know what I mean? And with the angle, these niggas had the angle.
That's the thing.
It was literally backyard football. When you see during the mic'd up portions, when they showed the highlights, Kelsey goes over to the cheetah and says, "If we get you the slant, I'm gonna block this guy off, and you're gonna go for a touchdown." The very next play, they run that. Kelsey goes there, hits the dude, and he's gone. Boom.
Yes.
Then on that last drive, he goes to Mahomes. Look, man, forget the play. I'm just going to run a quick post to the open spot. They'll never cover me. Mahomes is at the line. You can hear him say, "Do it, Kelsey. Do it, Kelsey. Do it." They didn't even run the play. He just ran the little post to the open spot. Bam, Mahomes hit him.
Right there in the honey hole.
It was literally backyard football between the three of them. They said, "To hell with the coaches. Yeah. We gonna win this game." I was just like, wow.
Sometimes that's what it takes, man. That's what it takes, and that's why they came out on top, man. They got the ball. I mean, the last team who literally touched the ball, and which is the way it was shaken out, won the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, man, throwing winning touchdown pass at home, corner end zone to Travis Kelce. That whole game was amazing, man. Like, a lot of people saying that's the real Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the best playoff games
if
ever.
the Super Bowl end up being a dud, definitely that's going to be. We're going to look back at that like, yeah, that was the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, bro. I've been sitting there watching that. I watched that game, the replays of it. I just keep watching that shit for days and days and days. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I mean, those teams move on.
Yeah, that is a classic game. It's going to be remembered forever.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, man. I mean, Kansas City moves on, and this week they're playing the Cincinnati Bills. I'm sorry, the Cincinnati Bengals out of the AFC North, man. I mean, that's your division, man. You guys have seen Maurice, and Justin. I'm gonna let you guys pick this one. You guys have seen this game. You know,
it's a rematch too, so that's good.
Rematch. I mean, what do you guys think about this? I know we only got about 15 minutes left before we get to the last two games, but
for me, I kind of want the Bengals to lose just off the fact that we're going to get so much hate if Joe Burrow goes to the Super Bowl.
Oh Lord! Oh my God!
We're going to get trashed. We're going to get dogged. They're going to treat Lamar Jackson right now. I feel like Lamar Jackson is the most disrespected MVP, right? Basically of all time. Like just because he just had this bad year right here, mind you, now it still was one of his best passing years. He just had this bad year due to injuries and basically the whole team. We just forget about who he was, and now people are saying he's not this. I mean, it came to the point where Raven fans were saying, "Start Huntley." That's how ridiculous it came. So for me,
you already knew. I'm trying to refrain from cursing, so you already know my sentiments about that.
Exactly. Like, so and for me, I definitely feel like the Bengals.
Did I hear you correctly? What?
I definitely believe the Bengals can do it. Their defense is better than the Chiefs in my book. It's just going to come down to the quarterbacks, just like last week's game. And to me, if Patrick Mahomes, who I think he is, and I think he's that guy. Right now, he hasn't even finished his career, and I already got him in my top 5. Justin be getting in my ass about all that all the time. But with that being said, if he who he say he is, this should be a easy. Not saying it's going to be the easy where you're going to be able to do what you want to do, but this is where players get their names. So you should be in the Super Bowl again for the 3rd straight year.
That's crazy. Just think about that. To start a career, 3 straight Super Bowls. And then the 4th year, he lost to Brady in the AFC Championship.
The first year, his first 4 years starting, D4 dumbass jumped off sides.
What an idiot!
Stupid fucker.
Yeah.
But I got it. Oh, you want to go ahead, Ron?
No, go ahead, Justin. You go.
I've been said this all year long. Once, of course, I'm a Raven fan. I'm always gonna say us. But once I realized we didn't have a shot, I said this Mahomes' revenge tour. Maurice can tell you. I said he's gonna get his bike back this year. He's still that Super Bowl is still in the back of his mind. That 31-9 that y'all put on him, it's still in his mind. Like he did not. Like he said he did not. He said he didn't sleep for a whole week after that. Yeah, because you gotta think once that ass whooping he took everybody. Oh, Mahomes, he should be 0-2 if Jimmy G don't overthrow Sanders. He 0-2.
Yep.
Right.
Instead of putting narratives out there, so he like, okay, all right.
They invested in that offensive line for him though.
Yeah,
They spent all their money,
and we helped them out.
Thanks to the Bucks.
He took your tackle off your hand. Orlando Brown, right?
He wanted to go there. He knew what the fuck he was doing. Fat.
He wanted to get paid.
I agree with that.
And they were going to pay him.
He knew what he was doing.
Because the Ravens paid Stanley, so they couldn't pay both tackles.
Right. There you go, Z. So he put out a tweet. He knew what he was doing. Yeah.
And the thing is,
y'all settled for Villanueva.
But they got their first pick though. The thing is, I mean, what more?
That's another story for another time, Z.
Yeah. We can have him on again because, like I said, I mean, in my mind, the guy wants to leave. You got a first round pick. He wants to leave. He said he was a contract. He said he wasn't going to sign with you guys. You get a first round pick in return. Like, what more can you ask for? Go draft another tackle.
Literally, the day after they signed Stanley to that big ass contract, he got mad. He's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, because he was hurt.
His agent got in his head. Somebody got in his head.
Yeah, because he was a right tackle and he moved to left. He said, "I want to get paid as a left tackle."
Right.
Left tackle is like one of the highest paid positions in football.
Stanley got hurt against the Steelers 2 days after he signed that big ass contract.
Yeah,
he got hurt.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
He got that big ass check and then got hurt 2 days later.
But y'all can't do shit now. It's already ain't.
Yeah. But yeah, to get back with this Chiefs game, man. I mean, it's gonna be tough, man. I mean, the Bengals already smacked them upside the head once. I'm not overlooking.
That was a good game, though. That came out. That was what 31.
It came down to the end.
That was
the problem was there was
the call. What there was that controversial call or something, right?
No, it was single coverage on Jamar Chase, 4th and 27. They got the first down.
Yeah.
And
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then they went down and kicked the field goal at the end to win. I mean, literally, they ran a zero coverage, 4th and 27. I think Thornhill or whoever his name is trying to cover Jamar Chase. I'm just, are you kidding me?
Thornhill a safety on Jamar Chase.
It was horrible. Literally.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell Spagnuolo was thinking.
I mean, literally, how they can't do that this week. I mean, if they go man coverage on Chase again,
they're gonna get smoked. And this is why if I'm a Chiefs fan, don't you overlook the Bengals because they will spank you. Because the way I look, and we was kind of chatting about it a little bit before the show. The way I look at it, the Bengals offense is not the Chiefs. Okay, it's like the Bengals. I mean, it's like the Chiefs. The Bengals is like right here. Okay, now defense. Now defensive side of the ball, you got the Chiefs. Then you got the Bengals. The Bengals defense is way better. You can run anything. Like there's some high school teams that could probably score on the goddamn Chiefs. Secondary and and shit like that. Like their defense is horrible. I don't know what Steve Spagnuolo was doing. I know with Tyrann Mathieu was out in that last game, but these guys better come to play. And Chris Jones, the man that took all that money and that big paycheck,
he ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit in the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie. He ain't done
his
shit.
Big ass better step up, man, because you are not living up to that big paycheck.
He ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit.
He ain't doing nothing, bro.
Just a big name.
Yeah, just a big ass name and a big ass dude. So I mean, if I had to pick before we move on to the next game, I guess I would take the Chiefs, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Cincinnati Bengals, if they find a way to slow down the Chiefs and hold them under 28 points, if they find at least to slow them down, they can score with them. They can score with them all day. It's just a matter
absolutely. I agree. That ain't
Who you guys pick outright in this game?
I got Chiefs. I'm gonna go 38-35.
Nice. I gotta go with the same answer, just like you, Big Room. And what I'm saying is, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Of course, I'm gonna go with them winning in a clutch game. I'm gonna bring it where it's like offense, but some defense gonna be in there. So the score is gonna be 27-24. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. But if the Bengals was to win, I'm just gonna say the X factor is gonna be Joe Mixon.
Mm-hmm. Joe Mixon, very underrated piece. Z, who you got?
So for me, I like the over from the betting perspective.
Man, here you go.
Z, you got flat out pick a winner, not no point spread, no cover. You got flat out pick a win. Somebody got to win this game.
So the way I'm looking at it, Bengals offensive line they're gonna have problems because I mean the Chiefs rushed Josh Allen like crazy. He's just an unbelievable athlete.
He just got out of
5'6".
it.
Yeah, he got out of it.
Bro, not that mobile like that. Yeah,
and that's gonna be the difference in the game from my perspective. And they're at home. I think the 7 is too much. I wouldn't lay the 7, but I think I see a high scoring game.
I got 38-35 Chiefs. So 3 points is my spread.
Yeah. Chiefs gonna win. Unless hopefully Tyrann Matthews in and they don't have to see Sorensen, because if I see Sorensen,
he gonna play. Ty, look, Honey Badger go put on a bike helmet if he got to get up there. He ain't gonna miss the game.
I mean, because when you look at that, I mean, you got Higgins, you got Tyler Boyd, you got Jamar Chase, you got
Uzama.
The tight end. I mean, they're gonna be looking at that dude like, oh yeah, we about to eat. But the key is the offensive line. If the offensive line can't block, they can't do anything.
You're right, man. I mean, so we all on the Chiefs in this game, but like I said, we're not shocked if the Bengals win, but you can't bet against Pat Mahomes, man. I mean, at home. Come on, stop it. But I mean,
last week was their scare. That last week was their scare. Now it's usually when teams have that close call, the next week they go crazy because they survive the scare. So the real scare.
Yeah. Last game, fellas. I mean, the Niners coming into LA, expensive ass LA, the highest ticket in town. I mean, all the stars are gonna be out. They're heading down to LA, man, and they playing the Rams. Rams got a home. They got a chance to do what the Bucs did last year, play at home in a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And but the thing the Niners got going for them, they've already spanked them twice early in the season, and then historically, they just can't beat them. These past few years, they just cannot beat the 49ers. I don't know what it is. Like I said, the 49ers are a matchup problem for everybody. But how are we feeling about this game, fellas? I mean, this is going to be tough.
For me, I'm gonna say the title of this game should be "You All."
He froze.
Yeah, he'll come back in. But you want to go ahead, Justin?
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams. Simple fact is because I trust Matt Stafford way more than Jimmy Garoppolo. So and then with Cam Akers back, he fumbled, but he still has some good yardage. I think the Rams.
He wasn't there in the regular
right.
season.
So I'm saying now with him and Sonny Michel, now they're gonna beat the Niners at their own game. They're gonna run the football, which is gonna set up play action pass, and they don't have nobody in the secondary that can cover Cooper Kupp, Odell, and Van Jefferson. The Rams defense will make some stops. Shanahan will probably gash him a little bit, but when they all boil down to it, Aaron Donald, Ron Miller, and Leonard Floyd gonna find a way to get to Garoppolo. And Ramsey's gonna get open on Ramsey all game? They're gonna keep running Debo on halfback tosses shit? No. No. So I got the Rams. I got the Rams in this one. I'm gonna go 27-17.
It's still at -3. San Francisco's beaten them 4 straight, and they do that by dominating on the line. I mean, their defensive line destroys the Rams' offensive line. I rewatched the last game. They won that game up front. The key is really this is going to be the 4th road game in a row for San Francisco. Yeah. And when they played the Rams to end the season, it was a completely, I say 60% of the crowd were San Francisco folks. They had a home game in LA.
This is basically like an extension of a home game. Going up 2 hours away.
But the tickets, how did all the Niner fans get all the tickets? I mean, now the Rams changed the rules. You could only buy tickets with LA zip codes. You got to be in LA County to buy tickets. But this is
what I said with that before I started to cut you off, because I know you want to finish it, then Maurice got to go. They don't really – teams like LA, like, that's for the rich and famous. Like, I don't even know if I'll go at some point. But when you go – you're in LA. Like, they show – it's like a fight, like a boxing match.
Yo, you could bump into somebody just walking around the corner getting some ice cream.
There's no real fans there. There's no like guys that's gonna dress up in face paint talking about some gold Rams. Like this, like celebrities with real dough. But go ahead, Z. Before
I mean, so now they were saying former Niner players who live in LA are buying huge sections of tickets to give to San Francisco fans. Oh, and so they listed real fans. So it was about 4 or 5 former Niner players. Frank Gore was one of them. He said, "I'm gonna buy 10,000 tickets for Niner fans because I have an LA zip code." And I'm just like, and so there was a bunch.
That's chop change to him, Maurice. Come on, man.
So that's their way around it. All these San Francisco folks.
That's community. That's basically community service.
So they trying to take over that stadium. So we'll know in the first quarter. But if we see a bunch of that, the what is that, maroon and gold or whatever their colors are.
Yeah,
that could make a difference. But they control the lines. I mean, I think the Rams win just because they're at home. They can run the ball, and you can't lose 3 times in the same season to the same team.
Smart.
I mean, come on. They spent everything. They put all their chips in for this season to go to Super Bowl at home this season. All their chips is in. They got no draft picks. They're in salary cap hell. They just threw it all in for this season and said, "We'll figure it out."
Yeah, right. Yeah, they damn sure did.
Yeah, so they gotta win. I mean, they're at home.
Yeah,
they pay Odell under the table. How fucked up they are to say
pretty much. Maurice, I want to hear from you, man. I know you was chopping away at before you.
Well, my bad. Well, I always gotta bring a story with it. To me, the name of this game is called "You Already Know." You already know these guys been beating you in the past couple years. You already know you lost to them twice. And you know what they have far as what they have on offense. Besides Deebo Samuels and George Kittle, they're just like the Packers. You can't name another wide receiver. Now, technically we can, but no other wide receivers performing and showing us anything that we need to fear. So if I'm the Rams, I'm locking up on the outside. I'm clamping down. I'm putting pressure on Jimmy Garoppolo. As you said, JP, he has no touchdowns, but he just seems to keep on winning playoff games. I don't think that's going to fly. You keep on advancing and not putting the ball in the end zone. I think the Rams know what they're doing for us. They're stopping the run. And then it's more talent on the Rams' offensive side of the ball. First of all, they're lucky that Robert Woods is hurt. Because if Robert Woods was here, it would really be a wreck. You got tough wide receivers. They catch everything, and they good route runners, and they also can block. Cam Akers hold on to the ball because you almost gave the game away. Just like I said on our show, I think they should have kept using Sony Michel. Both of them together. The first playoff game, rocking with both of them, they was running the ball all day, anytime they wanted to run the ball. So I feel like this week when it's coming up, do the same thing. Matt Stafford, of course, don't turn the ball over at all. And I think you could do enough. I think you could do enough against that pass rush because I'm pretty much not sold on the 49ers DBs. I'm sold on the pass rush, but not the DBs. So I'm going to go with this score, another score where it's going to be offense but defense. I think the Rams going to do enough. I say they're going to skate away with a 23-17, something scary, 23-17.
27-17. So it's like, okay.
I feel you. I mean, for me, man, I'm sitting there looking at this game. Like you said, I mean, all you guys brought up great, magnificent points. I'll keep it short and sweet. I mean, the 49ers, they've been, they barely squeaked into the playoffs. They're a matchup nightmare to play against. I get it. They got this slow, boring, play action offense, run, and then somebody's wide open. You throw them the ball because you're expecting to run. People bite up. People run wide open. I get it. But I think this is going to bite them in the ass, man. I mean, I think the Rams really come to play. I mean, I kind of said it. I put in a ticket for the Titans and Rams Super Bowl or Bucks and Titans Super Bowl. That's not going to happen. But, I mean, I think this is the Rams year, man. I think this is the Rams year. Like you guys said, they went all in. They doubled down. They got out Jared Goff, a guy that's a serviceable quarterback. Not great, but you bring in Matthew Stafford, a guy who's really, been a really solid guy throughout the course of his career. He was in a bad situation. And I think he really comes to play, man. He lets people know. I think he throws for about 3-4 touchdowns. And I think Odell, with him coming there opposite of Cooper Kupp, he might score a touchdown or two. Obviously, we know Cooper Kupp's going to have a solid game because he always does. The 49ers, I just don't think they, like you said, they're DBs. They're DBs against those receivers of Odell Beckham, Cooper Kupp. The Rams are gonna be ready for this game. You've already beat them twice. I get it. This
Van Jefferson too, Higbee, the tight end.
I forgot about him.
They got too many weapons for me, man. They got too many weapons. I think the Rams win at home. I think they win by like 2 touchdowns. I think they really try to run it up too. I think they win like
that's why I said 27. That's why I said 27-17, at least by 2 possessions.
Yeah, see, I think they won like a 35-17 or 35-13.
I can see that. I can see that too.
because I think them boys hate each other, and they just gonna, Sean McVay gonna be like, what? Okay,
they beat him and embarrassed him twice.
Yes.
I mean, going last 4 times in a row, they beat him.
Yeah. Sorry, B, my neighbor, but my neighbor's a Niners fan. So if you're watching this, brother, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, man. I know I've been picking against you, similar to the Bengals all season long. You guys made it to the championship, but this is the week you're going down. That's just my opinion.
They're gonna have to protect. I mean, that's been their issue. That Stafford's been rushed, and then when he's rushed, he throws picks, and that's how the Niners beat him. Is they can't up front. They're getting dominated by the defensive line, and so. They should get Wentworth back, the tackle who missed last game, but the rookie played well. I mean, rookie did well against Barrett. Hey, don't talk about Shaq like that. Don't talk about Shaq like that, man.
You know, I know him personally, like Jerome. I know him personally. I coach with his father. I know him personally. So
that's
my guy.
Yeah, so Z, watch your mouth, man. Shaq Barrett, all right.
I mean, but hey, it's the truth though. I was kind of shocked when it was happening.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah, that guy made some money. I was like, this dude's gonna be a starter somewhere. I mean,
we might need him, But hey, let's close out the show, fellas. So, I mean, you guys do bets? You guys bet on sports? I can't remember.
Here and there.
Not me. I can't trust it. I can only bet on myself.
Can't trust it. Okay. So
we'll make picks
okay.
Picks for the weekend.
Okay.
We could do it that way.
All right, so, I will say this. Real quick. So for the betting people last week, I'm sorry you guys lost your money, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I lost last week. All right, the only fucking game Z, I did get the teaser. I kind of showed you. I hit the long 3-team teaser with the Bucks. I had the Bucks like +7. So I mean, they didn't, they didn't lose by that. And then I had like the Chiefs, and then I had the Titans like +7 or something crazy like that. That one, but like my teasers and money line bets, I'm sorry, but as far as this weekend, really, really quick, I'm not playing, man. Like y'all need to go bet on the fucking Rams. I'm not. Why would you worry about the 49ers in the NFC Championship home game in LA? I would take the Rams, put heavy money on that, and then I don't get the Chiefs in a teaser because the Chiefs could lose. All right. I mean, they very well could lose. You got to get that plus money with the Chiefs, man. I know they got it with a high spread.
Yeah, it's at 7 right now, -7.
I won't do it, man. I wouldn't really bet on this game. But, go ahead, Z.
No, I was going to say safest thing there is just take the over. I mean, both defenses get exploited. I mean, who's going to cover Tyreek Hill? Who's going to cover Jamar Chase?
Mm-hmm.
Just take the over, eat your popcorn, drink your beer, and cheer for points. The easiest way to
that sounds about right.
Yeah, just relax. I mean, last game they literally scored 30 points in the last 5 minutes of that game. It was under the whole time until the last.
You don't
5
even
minutes.
see shit like that in the NBA, and they get the ball way more.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
bruh.
I know, Justin. I know you got to get out of here, you and Maurice, man. But just to wrap up the show, man. Like
I don't gotta. He don't. Nah, I just gotta. He can stay if he wants.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's up to him. Like I just gotta get ready for. Like I said, if he want to still chop, that's up to him.
So do you have a pick? What's your pick for the weekend?
Yeah.
What both games?
Yeah, both games. Super Bowl pick. Who's gonna play in the Super Bowl?
I'm going Kansas City, and I'm going Rams.
Okay.
Rematch of that 2018 Monday Night Thriller we saw.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it was like 54 to 51 or something. Yeah.
The Rams, so yeah.
They were supposed to meet that year, but like I said, D4 dumbass had his pinky toe on the foot line, so
yeah,
we got robbed. But
I gotta agree with y'all. I gotta agree with you as well, big guy. Patrick Mahomes, as I said, he in my top 5 of all time. And then I gotta go with my man Jalen Ramsey. Gotta go with my man Odell and Matt Stafford. I want to say this last name. Matt Stafford is a Hall of Fame quarterback. We just pay attention to the losses he got for the Lions. We don't pay attention to his numbers.
I hear you. Hey, nice, bro. Hey, thank you guys for coming on. Like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and check out KTS Talk Sports with Justin P. and Maurice, man. Like I said, they bring their energy, that passion, the authenticness, to the table. Like I said, you guys are definitely on the game.
We also on YouTube as well. I got a YouTube channel. The name is right there. My name right there. Just type it in right there as you see it, and it'll pop right on up. Every platform: Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Anchor, the whole 9.
Yeah, and like I said, check them out. They talk a lot more sports than us. They talk wrestling. I'm about to get back into wrestling. Football season about to be over. Once football season's over, there's no Monday Night Football. I'm on it. I'm on back to wrestling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not big into it like I was with like the Rock and Stone Cold, the Attitude Era.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Nobody's really into it like that. But you know.
Yeah, man. But we'll close out the show. We'll see you guys next show. All right. Peace.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us on, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.